Okay, what's up, y'all? I hope the puppies don't interrupt me too much, because they doing the most today. They're doing the most. Okay, so this video here, first of all, I want to take care of some housekeeping. Number one, share my content. Number two, if you see fit, share my content. Number two, if I know some people in the comments said they hadn't been getting notifications from me, or they hadn't seen notifications in a while. Y'all do me a favor. Go down there where the notification bell is, and click it so you don't get no notification. You click it again, and make sure you're getting all the notifications. I think they have an option where you get some notifications or something like that, but make sure you're getting all the notifications. That way you don't miss any content, because I'm steadily putting out content. So if you don't see anything from me, especially on this channel, if you don't see anything from me in 2-3 weeks, 9 times out of 10 something's going on with your notifications, because if you look at my videos, I haven't gone, it's been a long time since I went that long without posting. Baby girl, stop eating my biochar. Don't hack. You over there eating and then you choking on it. By the way, biochar is not toxic to the puppies. It's just charcoal. It's really, that's not even inoculated, really. It's just charcoal. And she's not eating large sums of it, but still, she's eating a small piece or two. Are you on a cleanse? What kind of cleanse? You doing D-herbs? That's what you doing? Oh, okay. She said she's doing D-herbs. Okay, so back to what I was saying. So share my videos, hit the thumbs up and all that kind of stuff, and make sure your notifications are turned on. And if it's anybody else who you haven't seen here in a while, if tell them to turn their notifications on, or redo it or whatever, because YouTube will play you. If you don't have 3 million subscribers, they will play you, and have your people out here thinking that you done quit making videos. So that's housekeeping number one. Housekeeping number two. No, ain't no housekeeping. Housekeeping number two is kill these mosquitoes. Boy, I've been swinging and fighting. Lord have mercy. Andy, just let me see. Can y'all see? Look at it. That's the highlight of your life, ain't it? Where you can run off with stuff. Anyhow, y'all. Una, don't eat biochar with your sister. Both of y'all can't be on a cleanse. I'm not gonna have any biochar for the garden. No biochar. Andy. She really just wants to strap on that cardboard. Anyway. So I just wanted, this is really, okay, that's, but this fly though. I don't want you on me though. Fly lighting down on me. I don't want you on me. Nasty. Anyway, so this video is about, really it's more for my new gardeners. Or those getting into gardening, or maybe you just got into gardening and maybe it's, some things you hadn't thought about. So before you get super deep into this, and what I mean is before you go out and spend a whole lot of money on plants and equipment, and, just whatever you deem that you want to spend your money on. I'm not trying to, first of all, let me say this, I'm not trying to make nobody not garden, but I'm just trying to give you the real about what it is. A lot of people think you can get into gardening and be serious about it. And this is if you actually want to be successful about it. Because for instance, my father's one of those types. He wants to throw stuff down and walk away. And I know I say that, but however, let me tell y'all this, because I think sometimes people see content creators and they don't realize how much goes into this. Even people that post a bunch of foolery and a bunch of lies. It's a bunch of time and energy go into that. Y'all, every day, I must check my garden. I am in my garden at least. Okay, like for instance, every day that it doesn't rain, That's a little less. No, every day, if it rains that day or if it rained the night before, that's one less thing that I have to do because I don't have to water. I'm sorry, y'all. Gotcha. You came back for more. Anyway, so every day, if it doesn't rain, that's one less thing that I don't have to do is water. However, I still got to go out there because I got to go out there. I got to check to see is it any new pests. If there were any if I was trying to deal with some other kind of pest, if I need to, if it's anything like that, if it's any damage, if it's any rodents or something has gotten into my stuff and tore my stuff up, it could be anything. Just checking your garden every day, y'all. Every day. Every single day. Every day. Doesn't matter what time of year. Now keep in mind I'm in the South. If you are in a climate where you get snow and all that kind of stuff and your garden shuts down, that's different. You probably don't have to check your garden when it's winter. But even in the wintertime, I have to check my stuff. Go back. I did a video, I think it was entitled All My Life I Had to Fight. That video was shot when it was cold and the worms was out there tearing my greens to pieces. And it was cold. Well, cold for here. It was fall or winter. I can't remember what it was, but it was cool. When you think the bug's supposed to be gone and they're not. So, the puppies are swimming. Well, wading. And on days when it has rained, I still spend at least an hour. At least an hour. And my garden is not as big as some of these people's gardens. My garden may look large. And it's a good size. I'm not trying to say it's small because I have a lot going on. But a garden this size, because for instance, Dan's garden is bigger than mine. I don't know if his property is bigger than mine, but look at the sheer amount of stuff he has planted all over his property because he has a legit food forest. So he has more plant stock than I do. Bull, his stuff is bigger than mine. His property is bigger than mine, I can tell. But it's just similar. It's similar in the trees and the species and, the way stuff grows and how we grow is very similar. I'm trying to think. It's some more other people whose stuff bigger than mine that I watch. So if I'm out there that amount of time every day, now when I have to water, I'm out there at least 2 hours, if not more, every day. Excuse me. I'm trying to have a very professional production here. You all are unprofessional. And you already are not doing your filming duties. Somebody's supposed to be the camera person. But nobody's holding the camera for me. You know what I'm saying? You're not living up to your expectations. It's gonna be less treats given out. Less paychecks, less treats. Anyway, all these perks I'm giving y'all and y'all ain't doing nothing. Not holding up your end of the bargain. This is not what we talked about when y'all applied and interviewed. Okay, back to what I was saying. So, that's every day that I'm doing that. Now, everybody has their way of doing things. However, if you think that you're going to be able to go out in your garden for 5 seconds, now don't get me wrong. It's some people, like when you have a food forest and it's actually a very good functioning food forest, yes, it's very much so. It's less maintenance. When you have more perennials, and especially if you have perennials that either are native to your area, don't have a lot of pest pressure in your area, whatever, it works out a lot better and you don't have to monitor it as much. I do have perennials, however, I have annuals too, but then I have pest pressure because I live in the South and don't nothing really die here. We don't get that kind of winter to really kill off nothing. That's why the mosquitoes is so bad. This last winter was so mild. We only got below freezing, I think, once. And these mosquitoes, I'm talking about, I have never seen. They're like birds. So, so just know that that's something that you're going to have to deal with. Not saying you can't go on vacation, not saying, but just understand that when you do go on vacation, you may come back to calamity. Now, if you're willing to deal with that and that's okay with you, you know what I'm saying? But what I'm trying to give y'all is an idea of what to take into account. Um, if you, why am I telling you this? Because I don't want y'all to go out and spend a lot of money on plant stock and stuff like that, and something happens to where um, you end up killing your stuff and wasting a lot of money on, plants that didn't make it. Now's the time to really be honest with yourself and say, self, am I really good at, babysitting? You know what I'm saying? Like, because that's kind of how it is. It's almost like having babies. You got to watch, you got to nurture, you got to, you know what I'm saying? Now, true enough, once trees get to a big enough size, because like these trees right back here, over there, I don't do much to them. I spray them every now and again with tree spray, fruit tree spray. And I fertilize them once a year. But y'all know let me see, down there, those Tupperware, those Rubbermaid totes, those are composting totes. So any water that leaches out of there is technically compost tea, and it fertilizes the trees for me. And one day I'll go through my whole garden and show y'all exactly how some of this stuff works, some of the stuff that makes it easier for me to do what I need to do, and some improvements that I want to make things even further easier, because there are some things when it comes to watering that I want to change and I want to do. I want to change some of my beds into self-wicking, so that, because if we have that drought situation again, I don't want to deal with burning up all my stuff. So yeah, I'm gonna do some stuff regarding that. But there are ways to make your stuff, and really, to be honest, Robbie's one of the best ones that shows you, because I promise you, almost everything she got, when she water one something, it drain out into something else and drain out into something else, and all of her stuff is composting. So everything is getting fed as she's watering. Almost every day this stuff is getting fed. So if you want some ideas on how to do some of this stuff, and like I said, and she catches a lot of her water that when it gets to that final bucket and it drains out onto she catches a lot of that. She don't waste, and then she go back and dip and re-water with that same compost tea, re-water the next day with the same stuff. So she has very little waste in her system, and I really like that. And I've incorporated some of those things around here, but I'm going to incorporate it more. And she is in Southern California, so technically that's a drought area. So homegirl got that water in, and she's used to functioning in a drought. And I'm going to have to get used to functioning in more of a drought, because this last time, and the rain has dried back up. They claim it's supposed to rain. They said it's supposed to rain the last 2 days. Ain't been a drop. All that thundering, ain't been not one drop fell. 2.0. Why you got water? She been had her head down in that pool. You been snorkeling? Huh? You been snorkeling? She snorkels. She puts her head down there and blows bubbles. It's hilarious. But yeah, so you all just take into account. I'm not trying to run you out from gardening, but I just want you to be real with yourself before you get into it, because you can cause yourself a lot of frustration and a lot of headache if you get in over your head. Because trust me, there's a whole lot of stuff that I want to grow, but at the same time I put off certain things until I'm ready for them, because I don't want to be having a bunch of failures in the garden. Because like I was telling y'all before, when you have a bunch of failures in the garden, all you do is frustrate yourself and make yourself not want to garden again. I think sometimes new gardeners take on too much too fast, especially depending on what kind of climate you in. Let me be real with you. If you anywhere in a desert type climate, move very slowly and cautiously into gardening, because you need to learn your climate first. Y'all come out of my greenhouse. Uno, what is in your mouth? Is that a tomato? That tomato wasn't for you. I just wanted to let you know that I was saving that for seeds, but just go ahead and eat it, okay? Because it's halfway ate anyway. I'm glad you found that. You They just like garbage disposals. Just anyway. Don't you don't you go back in my greenhouse. I know you going in there to get some peanuts. I'm saving them for seed. That's not dog food. These dogs. Anyway, but yeah, I want to caution you to tread lightly. It's not that you can't garden in the desert. It's just that you need to learn your climate first. And then once you learn your climate, you can get a little something. And then every year you can branch out. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to get everything at once. I think sometimes people get so excited and get overeager, and then all of a sudden they overwhelm. And then, and I want to be honest with yourselves. If you know you got some kind of job or something, it's hard for you to keep up with that stuff. If you know that you get stressed easily, because I know people don't want to admit that perhaps they get stressed a little bit faster than other people. Perhaps they get frustrated a little bit more fast. It's nothing wrong with that. It's just that you need to understand that that's you. Because we're going to go back to what I said in some videos before. Gardening will teach you about yourself. I'm sorry, y'all, that mosquito, but I got him. Anyway, gardening will teach. Y'all come out of my greenhouse. I got to go extra cape. Let me put my shoes on because I got to walk fast. Andy, baby, back up, because your sibling, what are they doing in there? Are they in there eating my peanut? Y'all excuse me for a sec. It ain't nobody. Oh, you ain't here eating my peanut. You ain't here eating my peanut. Dot. No. You're in here eating my peanut. Stay out of my peanut. You are not part elephant. Come on here, Uno. Now you in there eating peanuts. When I pull up my Carolina Runner peanuts, you Negroes ain't getting none of them. Hey, relinquish the cat. That's what you get. You don't even realize he ain't even in there no more. He done outsmarted you. But anyhow, back to what I was saying. Know yourself and know how you are. It doesn't hurt you to know how you are. And it only behooves you to know who you are and what you know. Because if you don't see any success in your garden, come here, Uno. Come here, baby. Come here. You ain't gonna come here? Fine, that's all right. You wet anyway. I don't fool with you. Hey, y'all better not go over to, do not go over to Mr. Johnson's. Y'all go over to Mr. Johnson, and you're going to live the remainder of your days outdoors. No more air conditioning. No more treats on demand. Okay, so, because what you want to do is you want to have small successes. You want to have different successes in the garden. Uno, come here, Uno. Y'all, these puppies, when they get like this, it's time to go in because they cutting up too much. Whenever I have to see, when they all right, they all right by themselves. They can see two of them is right here, but Uno, come here, Uno. Uno, I want to hear footsteps. Here you come. Thank you, baby. Uno, out of my greenhouse. Stop eating my peanut. Come here, Uno. You don't stop at the greenhouse as a pit stop. This video is going to have to be titled Hollering at Puppies, Part 1. They're going to call Peter on me. Anyway, like I was saying, you want to have small successes. Are you going to have failures? That is inevitable. But if you continue to have more failures than successes, or if you're the type that likes to dwell on your failures. For instance, sometimes I see this. People in the comment section are always talking about what didn't work. You realize that every time you keep talking about what didn't work, you're welcoming some more stuff to not work in your life. When things don't work in my garden, I don't ignore them. I say, okay, this didn't work. And then I move on. You feel what I'm saying? And then I when I find things that work, 2.0, make sure you're not going in my greenhouse. Make sure. And when I find things that do work, I say, okay, this worked. And I dwell on that longer. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to stuff that don't work, learn the lesson, move on. You need not keep dwelling on that. When stuff does work, learn the lesson and say, okay, win-win for me. Hey, you can parlay on that for a little bit. But, you know, like I said, try to set yourself up where you have successes in the garden, regardless of how big or how small said successes are. Make sure that you want to set yourself up to have some. But if every time you keep getting plants and you keep killing them and you just buy more, you're not fixing the problem. Because I guarantee you, if you kill, now, and I've said this before, you will kill things. I've killed things. However, what you want to try to do is you want to try to mediate that. And you want to try to kill as least amount of things as you can. Because killing things is a learning process. But at the same time, that type of learning process comes with, some side effects too. Because it can put a dent in your self-esteem, especially depending on what kind of person you are. Now, you got some people that don't give a rat's. They kill everything, every season. They don't never get nothing. Excuse me. What did I tell you about my productions? I'm not going to keep telling y'all the same stuff over and over again. Put your fur down. Anyway, what is that? Why does it look like he has turmeric? Is that turmeric? And if it is, where did you get it from? Don't choke. That's a sign you shouldn't be eating it. Anyway, so yeah. For my beginning gardeners or people that haven't been gardening long or, whatever the case may be, please take time to really weigh, your lifestyle, how things will, and you can even get plants that cater to how your lifestyle is. You can get some more low maintenance stuff that don't require a whole lot of maintenance. Like turmeric don't require a whole lot of maintenance. Even in that drought, the turmeric was decent. I mean, I watered it some. I didn't water it every day. I watered it maybe twice a week. Same with the ginger. Didn't really need a whole lot of water. It is what it is. The sweet potatoes, the same difference. Now, let me tell y'all, I told y'all, you got to water them sweet potatoes now. The sweet potatoes get watered every day. But other than that, I didn't have a whole lot out of them. I mean, I fertilized them maybe twice this. Well, I'm going to get into that. Let me not say twice, because I say twice. I'm going to explain my fertilization schedule in another video. But please put the leashes down. Oh, you're getting the leashes. That means it's time to go in? Oh, yes. You'll walk yourselves in. Everybody get there according to their leash. Everybody get their corresponding leashes. Because we getting ready to go in. Because between these mosquitoes and how they keep going in my greenhouse, getting my peanuts and tomatoes and everything, yeah, I doesn't tell them what they dig up next. But just be on the lookout for what you're getting into, and please don't think it's as simple as what you see content creators do, because I'm gonna tell you like this. Anytime I get plants, I always take into account, am I gonna be able to care for this? Because I don't want to kill it. Especially when a lot of people give me things that they're always giving me stuff that's hard to come by, because I've got some one-off stuff out here that other people more than likely don't have. So I try not to, I try to take into account when they, say that they're going to send me something or whatever. I try to take that into account and, be sure that I can care for it so that I won't kill it. Because I hate to ask people for stuff twice and stuff like that. And, stuff like that. So, and I just thought I'd do that video because a lot of people, possibly didn't think about that, before they started gardening. Because I won't lie, a lot of people make this stuff look easy and make it look seamless and make it look like, oh yeah, we just go out there every other week and, we post a little here and there. No. So yeah, I just wanted to post that, y'all, and be on the lookout. It'll be some more videos coming up because I'm gonna do a video about my fertilization schedule, the way my garden actually works, that helps me do what I do with the least amount of time possible. And some improvements that I want to make. Hopefully I can make all of them over the fall and winter times, because I want to do this stuff while it's cool. It's so hard to do things here when it's hot. It's just cost prohibitive. She's pooping right next to the charcoal. That's not how you inoculate the charcoal, ma'am. Now I've got to clean that up. She said, oh, it's just charcoal. I'll make it biochar. I'll just poop right here. Anyway, y'all, me and the puppies finna go in because the mosquitoes getting ready to tote me off and the flies done came out now. So, out of my greenhouse. Until next time, I'll see you guys later.